Hey guys, welcome to Farm Charm Chic. I'm Emily. I have some beautiful fall DIYs for you today. They are Thanksgiving themed, so I hope you enjoy these. It is part of a fun collaboration. I will tell you more about that as we get into the video. If you like crafting, DIYs, dupes, hacks, thrift flips, or just creating in general, I would love if you would consider subscribing and becoming my crafting BFF. And if you do see any projects that you like in today's video, remember to hit that thumbs up. But let's go make some DIYs. For this DIY, you can use any of the long signs from Dollar Tree. This is just one from Halloween that says spooky on it, but I'm going to be covering that up. So I'm just taking some craft paper and I'm just using my little X-Acto knife tool here to cut out a piece of craft paper to fit over that spooky part so you won't see that. You could sand the glitter off. It does get everywhere. I find since I am just leaving this in my own home that I don't need to sand that off. But if you were going to like resell this or anything, you would probably want to sand it off because you can kind of see where the glitter is on the back once this paper covers it. But all I am using is my trusty glue stick here. I love this Elmer's purple glue stick. It is the best. I'd love to buy it in bulk when it goes on clearance after back to school. But I'm just using that all over the entire sign there, and then I will just press that paper down firmly to make sure that it is adhered very well. And then I sand all of the edges to give that craft paper, have it look like it's perfect edge on there and it's made to go on that sign. Although I am going to paint this sign orange, I do give a base coat of just one coat of white chalk paint just to kind of help that orange pop a little bit more. I was trying to not use as much of the orange chalk paint. This is just Waverly's pumpkin color. I do end up adding 3 coats of paint on there to get the coverage that I want. And then I did just use my cutting machine to cut out the word thankful. You could use stickers to do this. You could do water slide decal paper, print on tissue paper. There are so many options. This was just the option that I decided to go with today, and I just Google imaged the thankful. I just put thankful in like Farmhouse font and it just came up with different images that I used to cut from, so it's not an actual font that I used. But I just thought in Google Images it was great, so I just uploaded that into my Cricut Design Space. Now on the side of this sign, because I set those letters offset to the side, I wanted to have kind of a cute little ribbon with a floral display here. So I just double up that ribbon that came from Dollar Tree, and I have a bunch of these Dollar Tree florals here, and I'm just kind of picking and choosing, taking like one off of this one off of that one. I mean, there's no rhyme or reason to this. I just wanted to get what looked really fallish and Thanksgiving-ish, so that way I could use all of those things. So this is just kind of a sampling of like the different things that I chose here. Now I'm doing right here just a little hack of if you have these wrinkled leaves, which from Dollar Tree is notorious for this, if you just take those leaves and place them flat on your surface and then just blast them for like maybe 1 or 2 seconds with your heat tool. You don't want to do it too long because it will melt the leaf, but if you do it just for 1 or 2 seconds, it will make that leaf flat and get rid of all of those wrinkles. It is the best hack ever, especially when it comes to Dollar Tree florals, because I feel like the majority of them are pretty wrinkled from how they package them. So my base is just a couple of leaves. I did like 4 leaves here, and then I just went around. I wanted like a little pine cone in there. I thought that looked pretty fallish. Some of the different little colors of the berries that they had. This little pumpkin came on like a pack of 6 of them. It had a little clip on the bottom of it, and I just removed the clip and glued that down. And then I just kind of tuck some things in. I just kind of go around. I don't know a lot about doing florals. I just kind of do what looks good. So if like you're a less is more person, then go for that vibe. If you're thinking that, you know, gob it up as much as you can, which is sometimes what I do because I like the way it looks, then do that too. Now I just put a little hanger on the back there with some twine and some popsicle sticks so I could hang this if I wanted or prop it up. But I think this is perfect for Thanksgiving. I think that it is such a fun, thankful sign. I love how the little florals turned out there. I would love to know your thoughts on this one. This is part of the 4th Friday Open Challenge. The playlist theme this month is Fall or Thanksgiving DIYs. That means for you that down in my description box or pinned in my comments is going to be a link to a playlist, and all of the creators are going to be making fantastic fall or Thanksgiving themed DIYs for you. I am so honored to be guest hosting this month with the hosts Our Gray House and Jujubee DIY. Their channels as well as the playlist will be linked down in my description box, so check that out so you can get all of the fall and Thanksgiving inspiration that you need. But let's go make some more DIYs. On Etsy, you can find these darling little pie slices, and they come with the little whipped cream dollop as well as their pie crust, so they're kind of a three-dimensional look. And I really thought it would be so fun to make a pumpkin pie banner for Thanksgiving. I love doing little whimsical things like this. It's kind of fun if you're going to Thanksgiving at someone's house too, to kind of take a little fun decor piece like this that you can give them. I just thought this was so cute. So I just paint all of these, just the pumpkin color in chalk paint that's by Waverly. And you guys, it like really looks like the color of pumpkin pie. I was so impressed with the color, how it came out. And then all I did is paint the little dollops of whipped cream just with a cream color. I think it's plaster is what it is from Waverly. And then I am now just taking the pie crust, and I didn't do anything to the pie crust to treat it because I did like the color that it was already, but you could put like a little bit of like antiquing wax, just a light coat or something on it if you wanted it to look a little bit more toasted or something. I thought about maybe putting some like cashew color on there from Waverly, but I thought that might make it look a little bit, I don't know, not quite as appealing as just leaving it in the natural wood. So that's what I did. And I'm just using some wood glue to glue these pieces together. And then you guys, these Dollar Tree clamps are perfect for little projects like this. I just wanted to show you how many I use here. And and I'm just taking the whipped cream right here, and I'm just putting, and I smear the whipped cream, the glue around a little bit on that, and then just kind of eyeball and center that. I just thought these looked so adorable. I love this. Is going to be such a cute banner. So this just shows you all of my clamps that I'm using there. I love those clamps from Dollar Tree. Now I'm taking some wooden beads that I got off Amazon, and I always have those linked in my description box down below so you can see which beads it is that I use. And I just threaded some twine with a little bit of painter's tape so I could thread those through the beads easily. And I just did a pattern of like 2 small beads and then 3 larger beads and then 2 smaller beads. So at the beginning and the end, and then in between each pie slice, that is the pattern that I decided to do. I did use a thicker twine on this. It's a twine that I got from Walmart. So it's not the basic thinner Dollar Tree twine, which it was a little difficult to go through like the smaller beads. I may need to get one of those upholstering tools to kind of do that. But I really liked how the thicker twine looked coming through on that pie crust. And I feel like if you're doing banners like this, that thicker twine does make it look more high end. I've noticed the ones like at the craft stores and at the just at different shops that I've seen, they do use a thicker twine like this. So keep that in mind. I want to say it's like $5 or $6 for a pretty decent sized spool of it at Walmart. But look at how adorable this is. Now I'm just showing you here how I tie off the ends. What I'm going to do is I just tie a knot in the end so the twine's not going to come unraveled or anything. And then I leave the ends kind of long on this because if you don't know where you're going to hang it or you're giving it as a gift, you want to make sure that you can adjust like the length of it. So I'm just showing you here how you would tie it. So once you find how long you need it, you just make a loop like that. So it's just like folded over. And then you're just going to wrap this around your fingers here and tuck that loop through the little circle that you just wrapped around your fingers, and it's just going to make a little spot for you to hang. And you can just leave that little extra piece hanging down there if you would like. But look at how darling this is. I just love this. I think it is so whimsical. It is so fun. If you're not a fan of pumpkin pie, do you like the banner that I made here, or what kind of pie would you like to do?
Are you guys on Instagram? If you are, I would love if you would come and find me. I am Farm Charm Chic over there. I'll leave a link down in my description box so you can easily find me. But come and see what I'm working on. I post there quite a bit. I like to show you things that I'm working on or when I have videos ready. It's just another place to stay in touch. So if you do come find me, remember to send me a DM and say hi because I do love meeting new friends. I love how this Dollar Tree fall DIY turns out. So I'm just taking a couple of these little block signs from Dollar Tree. They're different sizes. I thought the staggering size was really cute. Now I did spray that or rip the paper off first, and then I sprayed with the like residue that was left behind with just some water. And then I'm going in with a baby wipe and a little putty knife here just to scrape that off so that way I can paint these the color that I want and not have any of that paper residue or glue or anything left behind. So now I'm just measuring out. I want to stagger the size of these pumpkins. So I'm just trying to eyeball how far down I want to do and to see what it looks like. I'm just doing not a full coat of paint because I do want this to look pretty distressed. So I'm just kind of doing like a messy coat on here, I guess, and just kind of making it look really farmhouse, really shabby, that kind of stuff. And so you can, of course, paint these whatever color matches your decor, or if you're like, I do not like that style of the farmhouse paint them solid, whatever you want to do. So now these little pumpkins from Dollar Tree have a lot of glitter on them. And since I am going to paint these to match my colors for fall, I scraped that glitter off of them. Now I did just kind of measure here. You can see how far down I want to cut that sunk up pumpkin. And so I drew my straight line and then I drew the corners on. I traced those from the other pumpkin so I could cut it down and have it match. So hopefully that makes sense. And I just showed you, I just used my little hand miter saw there. I have a link to that down in my description box if you want to check that out on Amazon. I did pick mine up at Lowe's, so if you have like a close I want to say Home Depot, but any type of home improvement store, there we go. Then you can check there. They're like $10-15 or something like that. I love using Waverly's pumpkin and moss for fall decor. I think it has that perfect farmhouse muted tone to it. So I give these just a couple of coats of each of those colors, and then I just sand around the edges. I really liked how it kind of brought out the color they originally were. It kind of was a good contrast, so I was pretty happy with that. And then I'm taking some just white chalk paint here and just doing a really light dry brush to kind of add a little bit of visual interest to them because they were kind of flat and plain looking. And then I did forget to mention, but I think you saw me gluing the stems back on, I did just paint those with some brown paint. Now you can do whatever you would like to do for your lettering on these signs. I just got these from Cricut's Design Space and just cut them out with my cutting machine. You could easily do some handwriting on them, print on tissue paper. I've done several tutorials on that. I've also done water slide decals, anything like that. There's so many different ways to get words onto things. So whatever method you like to use, go ahead and do that. But I just really like the saying Happy Harvest. I thought that was super cute. And then I do just use some wood glue and also some hot glue to get these all glued together. Now you did see me take a little bit of the dry brushing and go over the vinyl letters. That kind of gives it a faded look as well, so it looks like the letters were meant to go on the sign. So just keep that in mind if you're ever doing vinyl on a project you're distressing, to dry brush over the letters a little bit to help them look aged as well. And then I'm just embellishing this just with some ribbon that I had, some cute little black and white buffalo check ribbon I thought was really cute on there, and then just some raffia, and you can see I'm just kind of scrunching that up. I thought it was kind of fun. I also have this cute little pitberry, and I've used this in a couple of projects, and what I love to do with it is wrap it around like the end of your paintbrush or a pencil or something and give it kind of that corkscrew look. And then I just wrapped it around the stem on these, and I love it with the pumpkins because to me it just looks like little pumpkin vines growing. I just think they're super cute, and it's so fun to be able to take these pieces and embellish them however you want to kind of give them that cute little personal touch. I did the same thing on each of them so they matched really well. Then I just glue them together and glue them onto the cute little sign. I absolutely love how this turns out. To me, it looks so high end. It looks like something you would truly buy at a store or at a boutique or out of like a catalog or something. I just think it turned out so cute. It is so fun. It's perfect for fall, and it's something you definitely could leave up the whole season.
This has definitely put me in the mood for Thanksgiving. I am getting so excited for the holiday season coming up. I just love getting together with my family and having fun traditions. What are some of your favorite Thanksgiving traditions? I would love to know down in the comments something fun that you guys do. In my family, it's not necessarily stuff we do, but we have definitely certain dishes that we like to eat at Thanksgiving that we don't really eat any other time of the year, but it's just something like it wouldn't be Thanksgiving. One of them is cheesy cauliflower that we make. I know that maybe sounds a little bit different, but trust me, it is so yummy, but it is the only time of year that we ever make it. So let me know your favorite Thanksgiving traditions down in my comments. I would love to see what all of you guys do. Thank you so much for watching today, you guys. Remember to click that link down in my description box for the playlist. And as always, remember to be safe, be smart, be nice, be happy. Choose to have a good day because you are amazing. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you next time.
If you enjoyed the video that you just saw, here's another one that you might enjoy. And as always, remember to like and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching and have an amazing day.